Hello everyone, I'm here today with another process video. I'm working through my photos from Munich. So I have another 6x8 pocket page here. And as you can see, I have a lot of stuff filled already. I know I'm going to use these two photos here. For this pocket, I'm actually going to do a photo flip, and I'm going to do two, not just one, but two. Because look how many things I have that I want to include, and I kind of need to fit it on one layout here. Now, I do have this that I want to put in the middle, which is just a receipt from what I bought there. So, and I've picked out this background. Obviously that doesn't match, but this does. So I do have that picked out. And this is from the Hofbrauhaus in Munich. And we had read on several sites and heard from people that you got to go in there if you want to drink beer and have the big pretzels. Well, we had already had big pretzels elsewhere, and we're not really beer drinkers, so we didn't drink there, but we went in, we wanted to at least see it. It's a very cool building, and the hall is cool, and then there's a really fun gift shop in there. So we didn't spend any money on beer, but we did spend money on souvenirs. As I've been looking at all of these photos, pretty much all of them are really busy. There isn't a whole lot of room where I can do stuff. I could maybe stamp a little bit here, but really, I don't have much else I can do. So I think I need to pick something very simple for what's going to go over here to kind of tone down all of the craziness in the photos. I went into my stash of paper, just scraps that I have, and I found this. I think this is it was part of an old mat stack from Creative Memories, if I'm not mistaken. So I know it's many years old, but that's great if I can use it now. I think the color is pretty perfect. And then I have some digital files that I bought that are specific to Germany. I have used a couple of them on other layouts, I think. Wait, I know I have. Yes, I have. And this one was also in there. So I just printed it out printed it and then punched it. And even though we didn't have beer, as I said, you're supposed to go there for that. And so I thought I can just take this, put it right in the middle, and it'll be pretty calm compared to the rest of this. Pretty, solid colors, very subtle background. And at least it works color-wise and brings it all together. That doesn't help me figure out what to do with this whole stack, but at least I'm started by having this. I'm taking out the photo flips just to get those ready. And if you've never seen those or haven't worked with them before, I use the ones from Simple Stories because that's they also make the page protectors. This one happens to be Stampin' Up, but they're very similar. And then I know that these are going to fit over the pockets the right way. So they come in a package like this. I actually need two of them for this layout, so I'm just going to take out two. So what'll happen is I'll actually end up adhering one to the other and then adhering the back one to the page protector. So I know the top one, I'm not going to do anything with this photo, so I can put that in right now. Now, I don't like things that hang over the edge. I'd have to wrap it and it would open like this. I don't like that. So I attach mine from here so that it'll actually flip up. So that means that this one's going to go this direction. I'm not quite sure I can do anything there either. Maybe a little bit across the ceiling, actually. Maybe that would work. I could maybe find a little phrase label or something, so I won't put that one in yet. Then this is my next one, so I know this is going to go into this pocket. I'm not sure if I'm going to add anything here or not. I might, so I'll hang on to that. And then this one will be on this side. I'm not going to put it in there because I might stamp. And then this will be in the back of the pocket here. So that one I can put in there. So that just helps me kind of get started. So I have to figure out, do I want something here? Am I going to add anything to this receipt? I don't know. I'm going to go into my stash of fun stuff and see what I can do. So I pulled out all of my phrases here that are in the green, blue, and purple color group, and I went through a bunch, and I didn't find anything that really super jumped out at me or that was the right shade of blue, but I have this one that says today was awesome, and I thought maybe about this one we were here. It's kind of boring, but it's kind of the right color. It's closer than, like this blue is not at all the right color. It matches this a little bit, but I don't like it against the sky, and I don't like it with that. So I think it's going to be one of these two. Maybe I'll end up using them both because I could use one here, one over here, maybe, and then work that all in. Still don't know about this. It doesn't leave me much room, but it feels really flat with just the blah receipt and then that background. All right, I have decided I'm going to use this "We Were Here," but I'm going to use it on this photo, not this back one. So this will sit on top. It'll flip up. You'll see that there. Then I will have this, or sorry, no, this one goes next, that. Then when this flips up, you'll see that, and this will be in the back. So I have attached this label, which I like, but it was a little bit too long here. I didn't want it sticking over quite so far, so I've adhered it where I want it, and then I'm just going to cut off the excess there. Much better. Oops, I did not get that quite even. There we go. And then I will put in a mini staple at the edge there. Lovely. So now I have that. So I can put that in the photo flip. So then it'll be like that, which is perfect. I like that this one's at the top, but then this one's at the bottom. And then this has the lighter background, which kind of evens out the craziness of this ceiling. So I think I am going to put everything of these in these. Oh wait, should I stamp on this before I do that? I could stamp something down here. Let me think about that. So I'll put the pockets together first with the flips, and then I'll go back to this. Okay, so I've taken the adhesive off the back of this one because this is going to be the first one that gets adhered. I want to get these lined up here a little bit better if I can. There we go. And then I want to line this up with the area it's going to cover. So that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to press. And then I have to do the same with this one because it's going to go right on top of that one. So it will get a little thick at the top, but it doesn't really add too much bulk. And generally speaking, I do not do two flips on top of each other. This was just a weird layout where with the other things I want to do, I had to really watch space. So I had to fit all of this in on one layout. So here we go once it's attached, and you can see it like it's supposed to be. And awesome. So now I can figure out what I want to stamp on this card. When I was thinking about what to stamp, I remembered that I have this older set from Kelly Perky. It's actually meant to be a planner stamp set, I think, but I use it for everything. But on here it says souvenirs, and by the looks of this, I don't think I've ever used it because the rest of these you can tell the ones that are well loved, and this one's just sitting there. And since that's the only thing we really did there was buy souvenirs, I'm going to use it. I've done the stamping and it came out perfectly, but I've decided that I want to add some blue on here somehow. So I have pulled out my enamel dots to see if there are any in the right shade of blue that I could just put maybe overlapping a little bit here, or I don't know, something. I just feel like it needs something else here and it has to be blue. So I found these in my stash and I have both circles that are in these two shades of blue and stars. So I might mix them up over here or just do the dots. I'm not sure, but I am going to use this set. All right, I decided to use the stars and I decided to just put them on either side of where it says souvenirs to kind of draw attention to that. And then it leaves the upper part just blank, which is fine. So let's see how that looks. Yep, I think I like that. And it's a nice hue. It's kind of between this color and this color, a little bit closer to that maybe, and I like it. So I think I'm going to put everything in the pockets and see if I'm ready to call it done. All right, here it is all put together. So here's the front of the layout as you would see it in the book, and then you would just flip and flip. And I think that's good. If I were to add anything, I might put a dot here after the fact, but for now I'm going to leave it. I'm going to sleep on it, see what I think of it, because I'm pretty happy with how it is. And that means that the Hofbrauhaus is done. Thanks for watching, everyone.